Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. And this is where shall I start with today's episode? Because I just watched an absolutely abysmal performance by Manchester United against Sunderland, which ended 0-0 at the Stadium of Light. And we were lucky to get the draw. I'm not gonna lie, we were lucky that we got the draw. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll take it because we only need 4 points to secure third place. That's 1 point in the bag, and then next week, hopefully, we beat Nottingham Forest. But this performance was so poor on so many different levels. So many players just not on it. I don't know what they were doing last night. They were partying. I don't know what they were doing, but today they came out like the season's over. Brother, the season is not over. You need to keep playing until the last game to keep the momentum going, to keep the confidence rolling, right? And plus, we only play 40 games a season, so you have to play every single game till the last one, because there's teams out there that are playing 63, 70 games. So you can't be tired. And we look tired. Why are we looking tired? We're not gonna play 40 games this season. So why the hell are we looking tired? So let's get into before I actually start talking about the game, let's talk about the starting 11. There was no Benjamin Sesko and there was no Casemiro. And now we see them two players are very important to the way we play. They're very important to the team. And the guys, also what we learn from this game is the guys that are replacing them players are not good enough. When I looked at our bench, our depth is definitely not good enough. So in the summer, we need to get that checkbook out. We need to spend a bag of money all over, not just on the starting 11, but also on our bench. Because if we're planning to play more than 40 games next season, we can't do it with our current crop of players. That's number one. We can't, right? So there was, like I said, no Xerxes, no Benjamin Sesko. The players that came in, they didn't impress. I'm not gonna lie, they did not impress. I don't know about you guys, but they just didn't do it. Mason Mount replacing Casemiro and Xerxes replacing Sesko. In terms of Mason Mount, right? He's been at the club for a bit now, right? He's always injured, but we're always saying, oh, give him a chance. There's a player in there. I need to see this player at sometime soon, right? We need to see this player that everyone's telling us, wait, let him get fit. That's what people are saying, let him get fit. All right. Every time he gets fit, he does nothing. I'm waiting for this player that everyone's telling me to wait for. Well, what am I going to wait for? How long am I going to wait for? Until the end of the world? For this guy to turn up and give me 2-3 performances on the spin. Right? And again today. And some people, again today, poor. And some people might argue and say, yo, he's not a central midfielder. So he can't really, going backwards, he's not going to be that good. But going forward, he might do something. But he's not a centre. He can't play in that deep role. All right. If you can't defend, and in the game, all I'm seeing is you make defensive errors, or you can't tackle, okay, I expect that. I've got no problem. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, the player won't pass you, because all right, we give you that, but you can't tackle. But then you're attacking midfielder, you're supposed to be creative. There was no creativity from you. All I saw you do was run out of position. When the ball was at your feet, didn't really do much. No passing forwards. All your passes were sideways and backwards. You couldn't get a foothold in the game. You couldn't help control the game in any way. You weren't helping Kobe Mainoo do anything. Like, the midfield today was non-existent. And even Kobe, I didn't think had a bad game. He didn't really do much wrong. But I've always said is Kobe needs a Casemiro type player. A guy that can defend, that can, do the things that Kobe can't do really well. They do it. Like, that's got legs. Ideally legs, but Casemiro doesn't have legs, but he's got that intelligence of being at the right place at the right time. Kobe uses him as a point. Oh, Casemiro was here. I need to be there. And it just didn't happen with Mason Mount today. And he was poor. Like, he was poor, bro. The whole team was poor. Like, we were moving like we were Arsenal. Like, first 45 minutes, I don't even think we had a shot. Right? It was all Sunderland. The chances all Sunderland. It's like we were playing like we've been on a 3-week holiday, like against Leeds. There was nothing, no energy, no nothing. Right? And Mason Mount was one of the issues. He just couldn't, they couldn't control the ball in the midfield. We couldn't set anything from midfield. Obviously, there's other players that had poor games. Bruno Fernandes didn't do much. Cunha, non-existent. Pretty much everyone was, why am I even going through players? The whole team was non-existent. Maybe even the back four. Mazraoui a couple of times getting done. The two centre defenders absolutely getting bullied by that tank. Robbie, every time he got the ball, every time they threw the ball into him, he's just like, call me. Like he's in Street Fighter. Right? So, Mason Mount, horrible. And he's another guy that I would say in the summer, if we can get 40 million, don't even ask questions. If you can get 40 million, don't ask questions. Just give it him before they realize they might have made a mistake. Right? The other guy that was pecking my head today, absolutely pecking my head, and I've never been his greatest fan. But a lot of people say, yo, he's techie. He's got skills. He turns man. I'm thinking, okay. And that brother is Xerxes. A lot of people say, yeah, he's skillful. He can link things up. He might do. But for me, the fundamental of football is running. If you're playing in the Premier League, you have to be able to run a little bit. Brother, this guy's getting outpaced by a goalkeeper. He's getting outpaced by the centre-backs. He's getting outpaced by me. What the hell is this? I'm thinking, brother, I know. And some people will be like, oh, yo, he's not played many games. He's not got that. But brother, this guy's been at the club for a minute. So he would have had games. But what I'm saying is, you can argue he's not had a run of games and maybe his rhythm is not there. But what I'm seeing is something that I've seen since he's come. It's nothing to do with rhythm. It's nothing to do with rhythm. It's nothing to do with the rhythm. It's to do with his physicality. I don't know this guy in Italy, he came from Italy, he played in Germany. Are you telling me in these leagues they don't run? They don't even jog. Right? He can't run from here to there. And then today, the thing that was more annoying than anything else is every time the goalkeeper went up, this guy is a big player. He's a tall, big. The ball would never stick. They throw it into him, it comes straight, they take it straight off him. Sunderland are back on the attack. Right? He didn't link anything up. He can't press. Like what? I'm going to ask this question. What does this brother do, man? What does he do? He doesn't score goals. He doesn't really link. He might link up a play here and there, but his link-up play is not that great. His skills, we see it once in a blue moon. He's not physical. He's got no energy. He's not got that man. He's not a Manchester United player. So in the summer, he's another guy that I would put on the chopping blocks and say, yo, if we can find a buyer for this guy, get him out of my club. Right? That's Xerxes. Everybody else, the only guy that came out with credit from this game for me was the goalkeeper. Again, made a few good saves. caught the ball, and just did what he had to do, come out, punch the ball. So he was our best player, I think. Right? Ahmad, couple of chances again. The final ball. Like, I love Ahmad. I think he's a fantastic talent. Young. But come on, brother, I need more. I need more from some of these players, man. Especially games like this. I just want to finish the season strong. And then that's it. But today, Ahmad, a couple of times, all he had to do is find the player, and he didn't find it. And he's going through a little bit of a rough patch. So I'm not going to be too harsh. But I'm just saying today he didn't have a great game. Cunha didn't have a great game. Bruno Fernandes, it feels like he's looking for that assist thing. Everything he's doing, he's trying. Relax, brother. If you get it, if you're gonna get the assist, it's gonna come. Don't force it. But that's what he feels like right now. He feels like Bruno Fernandes. Every time he gets the ball, he's trying to find that assist that gets him to 20. I'm like, brother, calm down. Just relax and it'll come. And what else? And the other thing I would say about this game, because Sunderland were the better team for vast majority of the game. And the thing that I would say is it took us 90-something minutes for us to get energy. How are we playing like at one tempo, no energy, no oomph, no nothing, and then the last 10 minutes, it's like, come on guys, everyone, let's go. We're attack. Why were you not doing that for the 90 minutes before or 80 minutes before? Like, why did it take the last 10 minutes for everyone to start trying to score a goal? And we could have won it at the end, but what I'm saying is, why did it take that long? Right? So I don't know. And then also, there's two other things that I learned from this game. One, our depth for next season has to be, like, we have to, the people at the top, you need to bring in a bagger man. I mean, like, we need players. Because today, when I thought about the players that were missing, and then you look at our bench, we're going to struggle in 4 competitions. We really are. We're struggling in one competition. Really are. One player gets removed, the whole team changes. It's a different team. You take one player out because the players that are coming in are not good enough. The guys that are sitting on the bench are not good enough. So that's one other thing that I would say is we have to, the club have to really spend well in the summer and do something about our depth, because we've got no depth. And then the other thing I thought today was, like, this Michael Carrick thing. The only thing that I would say is I need to see Michael Carrick come against the smaller teams and tweak his system. Change it. Like, we can't play, because if you try and play one way the whole season, halfway through the season, you're going to get found out. Right? So I just need Michael Carrick to start showing me that he's got that ability to think outside the box. Because if he can do that, I've got no issue with him being the manager. But today, I just didn't see it. I didn't see a manager that was ready to think outside the box, change things. The changes that he made were like for likes, really. And that's what I would say. Other than that, it was a shit game. All the players played pretty much garbage. We created a few chances last 10 minutes. And that's about it. Until the next one. But guys, make sure, if you're new here, subscribe, like the video, and get involved in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this game. And where do we need to improve in the summer? How many players do we need? But until then, come on, you Reds. At least we're still third. Come on.